If an animal is not ready for adoption straight away, a behavioral specialist will work with that animal to improve its behavior and work towards becoming adoptable.
Our goal is to improve their quality of life in the shelter and make them ready for adoption. Give them the tools to cope with being in the shelter, giving them places to have fun, and making them, overall just happier here in the shelter, and hopefully our efforts also help them in an adoptive home. We try to work on behaviors that normally adopters wouldn't really like, so they're prepared to go into a home. They don't show those behaviors in a home.
What's that process like from when they come in to where, y'all start working with them?
So when they first come in, we kind of assess to see if they are giving friendly affiliative behaviors with people. And if they aren't, we give them a couple days to decompress. We kind of work with them from a distance. And then once we feel it's safe for us to actually work like one-on-one, hands-on with the dog, then we start creating various behavior modification plans. Whether that be putting them in play groups or giving them extra time outside of the kennel, or literally just building up their confidence and trust.
How important is having, a behavioral department and giving every animal that comes in here a chance to, to get better no matter what background that they come from?
I feel like the behavior department is very important for various reasons. We know every single dog in the shelter, so when adopters come to adopt a dog, we can always match make, you want this dog, you want this kind of dog, oh look at this one's cat friendly or dog friendly or whatever they might want. And then helping them improve the quality of life in the shelter is very important. A dog diminishes, it's like a uphill and then it goes down. They're very they get used to being in the shelter and then they just go down very quick, and it starts to affect them physically too after it hits them mentally. And so having a behavior team to give out enrichments and run play groups and just spend time with the dogs is crucial for shelter animals in general.
How rewarding is the work here, and then how much pride do y'all take in the work y'all put into every animal?
I feel like it's very rewarding seeing a dog come in that's very scared, that somebody might label as aggressive, and then seeing the change that they have. And it's just really nice seeing a dog that you've worked with get into a really good home. I take a lot of pride in my work just because I work very hard for these dogs, and I'm very proud of the efforts that they've done and how much they let me push them into being the dog that they don't really show people that they are.
Fostering is a key experience at the shelter and is rewarding for any volunteer. Fostering opens up a kennel at HHS, and it provides a safe space for an animal in need.
Yeah, fostering allows us to double and triple our life-saving capabilities because we can only house so many animals here in shelter, where fostering allows us to place them in foster homes. We have a lot of pets that also can't survive in the shelter if they're under a certain age and they need more intensive care, or some of these dogs like you see behind me right here that have been living in the shelter for months and just need out for a week or two. What's really great about our foster program, we do provide all of the supplies, we provide the medical care for the pet, we have a clinic that does services for the animal, you'll just bring them for those appointments. We will network them for adoption, which means you can bring them up for meet and greets, and we have a variety of fostering opportunities, everything from puppies and kittens that maybe just need a week or two in the home to get a little bit bigger, or some of these dogs who just need a little bit of decompression time. Even if you only have the weekend available, come and take a dog for a sleepover over the weekend, get them out of the shelter. If you're able to commit a little bit longer, that's great, but there's a variety of fostering opportunities. We can find something for everyone, and it's a really fun experience.
If someone is interested in fostering, how would they go about that?
Yeah, you can go to our website, you can fill out an application, HoustonHumane.org, go under the volunteer tab, click fostering, you'll find a ton of information. You can also email us, foster@HoustonHumane.org.
Fostering, how does that just, increase the quality of life for these guys here?
Tremendously. What would you rather live in, a shelter or a home? So, our animals, they are very well cared for here, but it still doesn't compare to being in a home. And like I said, even if you can only offer it for a week or two, it's such a great experience for the person and such a great relief for the animals. It's actually been proven that animals who get periods of time out of the shelter thrive better and are less stressed, which means you have a happier dog, which is an easier to place up for adoption dog. It also allows us to get information about how that animal is in a home. Like maybe they love cats, love children, love going to the park. Maybe they prefer just lounge on the couch. So we can kind of get some more detailed information to match them with the best appropriate home.
How much hard work and dedication goes into, this work from each and every one of y'all here at the society?
From start to finish, it's a group effort. My team works a lot with our intake team because she knows the animals who are coming in, and sometimes we know immediately they're going to need foster placement. Everything to our medical team, the adoptions team, we all work together to make it run as smooth as we can to get these animals in and then quickly get them either placed into foster care or placed hopefully into an adoptive home very quickly.
The Humane Society staff cares about each and every animal in its care. No matter the background, they all receive the same great care from a staff that is making a difference in these animals' lives.
Yeah, so they come from a lot of places. They come from other shelters in need. They come from cruelty cases, owner surrenders. So like Sasha here, she came from another shelter. She came from a kill shelter in Galveston that is just municipal shelter. And then this is Cletus. He came from a cruelty case. Dash from the same. This is Demi, same case. Bluebird from a different cruelty case. So we have a whole lot of variety, but our dogs that were from the Rosenberg case specifically, like they come out all the time. They love other dogs. They love to play. We're very excited to be here.
What's the benefit of this program?
Yeah, the playgroups, they help everyone. They help with socializing. They help with helping dogs meet new friends. They can help with just getting a break from the kennel. The kennel is a really stressful place for a dog, so we'd much rather them be out here in the sunshine, playing with their other friends, than being up in their kennels every day. So it's just that. We've also had a lot of dogs, like the dogs from the cruelty case I'm talking about, the Rosenberg dogs. They were super fearful when they came in. They were fearful of people. They were fearful of things that you wouldn't expect them to be scared of, like carts or fans and stuff like that. But coming into playgroups helped them associate people with dogs, and they love other dogs. So it really helped us make friends with them that way too.
Houston Humane Society is a nonprofit animal shelter and clinic dedicated to and working towards ending animal cruelty, abuse, and overpopulation of animals while providing the highest quality of life.